Welcome back to J Wheelie, guys. Today marks part one of the Turbo Ranger install. So this is a 2001 Ranger with the 3-liter V6. It's the Vulcan engine. This is what it looks like stock. I got my side exit exhaust here. So basically, I did build these headers beforehand, really crappy welding. If you guys want me to make a video on that, I can. But this is just gonna be the turbo install from this point forward, because I already have the exhaust pipes coming up here. So what I have here is a turbo from eBay, which is a GT2871 Garrett replica, I guess. I got a little turbo flange mount that I'm gonna have to weld. Just a flat piece of metal from Home Depot to make a bracket to go to the alternator. Some random bolts from Home Depot, and some extra bolts in there that I had laying around. So part one is going to be just mounting the turbo. Because I'm a crappy welder, I think it's gonna take me quite some time. So that's what we're gonna start doing right now, is get this pipe out of here. We're gonna have to cut this one and start mounting the turbo so the turbo sits in here. So let's do this. So first things first, you'll notice that the coolant reservoir and washer fluid reservoir are gone. We got to get rid of those if you want a turbo. I just used a grinder and some tin snips and basically just broke it all out of there. My coolant overflow is now this nice 7-Up bottle, which I'm probably going to end up relocating to the other side. I'll probably have to get rid of this AC stuff too, but I couldn't crack this bolt loose for the hell of it. So I'm gonna have to soak that again with some WD-40, but let's start by getting this air box out of the way here as well. Come on, little Mav. Oh, don't break it. Get you out of here. There for now. Air box, how do we pop this up? Oh, yeah, we go like that. I feel the throwback vibes to the Honda Civic that I turboed last year. That was a lot of fun. And I sold it and I kind of regretted it. I wanted to play with some tuning myself and stuff too, so maybe I can do that with this one. I know there's no Ford data like they have Honda data, but I'm sure there's something that somebody will comment that I can tune this thing with. Okay, zip tie, got a cut. And oh, that's heavy. Wow. Weight reduction. I think this just pops out now. Okay, I've been fighting with this thing for about half an hour. I think I almost got it though. Those prongs just need to come out. Okay, I cannot get this thing out, so the Sawzall has made an appearance now. There's one tab off, going for two. Okay, there we go. So what I actually did too was, before I started cutting and prying, I sprayed WD-40 in those two little circles down there, and then sprayed WD-40 on these grommets as well. That's what it looks like in there. That was very hard to get out. Yeah, I thought I'd bring the Sawzall out because I knew when you're prying and giving it everything you got, that's when it slips and you slice your knuckles open or bash your hands on some metal. Okay, good. Let's get this exhaust out now. Okay, our next order of business to give ourselves some room here is gonna be to get rid of the AC components here. I got a 22 mil and my crescent wrench, and we're gonna try and knock this nut off by just beating the ever-living crap out of this. Crack it loose? Might have. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's open this garage door. Okay, we'll let that do its thing for a little bit and we'll check back in. Okay, so it's done leaking out the juice now. We can go ahead and take off the rest of this. There we go. Cool. Okay, I know this thing just pops off because I tried to take it off last time. Okay, that pops off. You pull it out? Oh, weird. Okay, that one you pull out. Okay, so I just got the 1 8mm out of this side here. And then the other 8 mils right in there. Of course, it's gonna be very hard to see. I apologize. A bit of a tough spot. Okay, there's the second one. This thing should pop out now. Almost. Let's hold it in. There we go. Looks like another even smaller one back there. Clamp off here. What's this? Oh, one more 8 mil. Right on there. Okay. Okay, we got a little clip here. Okay, yeah, pretty easy. 2 tabs, just hard to do with one hand. Move this pipe for now. So this line, this AC line runs around here. So we're gonna have to take it off back here. So I got this little 10 mil wrench on the little bolt back there. If you guys can see that. And we're gonna work on getting this off now. It's pretty tight there unless I'm binding on something. That's very tight. That is a lot of force. Okay, what's going on? Need a little hammer in there to tap it. A broken hammer, that would probably fit. There we go. Feels good when they make you struggle a little bit. I'll just inch it off. Okay. There it is. That's what it looks like. Now, it's gonna be nice and just come off, huh? What's it binding on? It's obviously stuck to this line too. Damn, it's a lot of work to take out the AC system, isn't it? I'll probably leave the condenser in there. Well, when you're taking off old AC components, old anything, WD-40 is your friend. Okay, so the reason that the line, I couldn't get it out over there is because there's a bolt holding it in down over here in the middle below the alternator. It's a 13 millimeter and it was actually really easy to crack loose. So let's just rip this off. There we go, just a nut like that. That should come off. There we go, off. It's gonna be a long video, but I do like to show you guys everything, especially because nobody has done this on YouTube before with this Ranger. So if you want to turbo your Ranger, you watch the J Wheelie videos. Okay, you know what I'm actually gonna do? I got a blade here. I'm gonna slice this AC hose here to just make some room for myself, and then we'll go from there. Ow! Just kidding, I like to do that. If you saw that Turbo Civic series. Hey, come on, baby girl, what do I gotta do, skin ya? Okay, here we go. Just a lot of elbow grease. There we go. Okay, we got a 13 mil here. This is just the smaller line here. Oh, ow! Okay, that's off. Probably just break that one. I just bent this line down a little bit, and now I'm just gonna zap it off. Leaking a little goop out of there, but I'm not too worried. Try and crack this 13 mil loose. Ow! Oh, that hurts the knuckles. Oh, oh, that was it cracking loose? Wow. Well, it wasn't too bad on the knuckles then if I only gotta do it once. Okay, you're done. Get out of there. Okay, I'm just slicing this line here. There we go. Take this out after we take this clip off. Another one you just pull out. Tab pulls outward. Pops off. Okay, now for this last piece. It's all one piece, and it's gonna be really hard to get out of here. There's a line that obstructs this AC line from coming out. So if you look down on there, there's just a bracket that holds it on. Another 13 mil that we're just gonna pop off. I just cracked it loose. Another easy bolt to take off, or easy to crack loose, I should say. There we go. Okay, good. Here's your little nut. And let's see if we can flex this hose under this line here. We should be able to. Good. Now can we just pull it out? Oh, come on. Be a doll, would you? I'm just gonna give her a good yank. Okay, that's hitting the throttle cable now. Well, looks like we're getting the grinder out. We're just gonna zap it right here to release this. I should have worn some ear protection too. I'm a little deaf now. Come on, baby, get out of there. There we go. And dose, okay, whoa, ew. Ew. Well, those are out now, that's good. Okay, that was pretty long and boring to get the AC system out. This is kind of how I would have liked to start the video now, but it was something necessary you have to do if you got AC, so. Okay, so I got the center cartridge of the turbo clocked up here. Now I'm gonna mark where I think I want the turbo to mount onto my manifold here. And let's do some cutting. Not quite the right angle I'm looking for, so I'm going to try to get the turbo more like this. So you know what we're gonna do is we're gonna draw a line kind of like that. I think that should be a little better. Okay, so that should be a little bit better angle now. Now the exhaust has an easier flow out the side here. Before it was kind of angled like that. I would have gotten close to this and it would have gotten all that stuff hot, so. Okay, so I threw a line down here to show where this pipe is gonna be. And now from just holding my turbo there, I know that this flange wants to be fairly level here. So we'll put a little mark here and there. And then we'll try and slide one on the bottom too if we can. Top. Okay, let's weld. Okay, here's a quick look at my absolutely beautiful welding. I'll just show you that the turbo fits here. It actually fits pretty nicely. Everything looks good. It's not contacting anything. Still room for the exhaust. Next order of business is to use this piece of metal, and I'm gonna tap into this alternator bolt right there, and then make a bracket that I can weld right to here. I'm actually gonna run to this bolt over here, so I'm gonna cut an 8-inch section of this metal here.
Who do you want next? Who's the perfect fight next?
Yeah, I got ranked today, which is a big deal. I just realized one of the dumb.
Okay, so I got 2 bends in my piece of metal here now, my bracket, and I just popped off this alternator bolt here. So we're gonna take this alternator bolt out and then fit up our bracket and see where we need to drill a hole on the bracket. Drill the hole, and then we can weld the bracket onto this pipe. Okay, so the hole that we're gonna be drilling is, I think, right about there. Seems about right. And then I think I'm gonna cut some of this off, maybe say that off here, just so I can get some better contact to weld this bracket to my pipe. Okay, I'll give you guys a little peek here what my bracket looks like before I weld it. It's got that little point in there. I got the alternator bolt just resting there, and I know it fits, so I'm gonna tighten up the alternator bolt and get welding this on here. It's very smoky in here after that. I should pop this door open. Here is the weld job. Nothing super pretty, but again, it will definitely get the job done. So there's one thing left now that we have to do, and that is just to mount our turbo onto our flange with some bolts that I have. So let's do that. Take a look at this. Ooh. Well, guys, the turbo's mounted. That was my goal for today. This actually took 2 days. But this was the biggest mental burden for me, was to get this installed. Just the turbo mounted with all the welding and everything, because I suck at fabricating. I knew it was going to be messy and ugly, but there you have it. It's in. So look forward to part 2 coming up. That was fun. We'll see you in the next one.